Hi, hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Veronica and I'm a big lover of makeup, so if you want to see more reviews, looks and more fun videos, don't forget to subscribe. In today's video we are creating this makeup look using the new quad from Glowish, and I'm creating this glowy, natural, kind of bridal makeup look, so if you're curious about that, please keep on watching. Good morning, I decided for today's video to film a bridal, glowy, beautiful, simple and flattering makeup. I recently purchased this Glowish quad and the lip balm, so I'm gonna put some close-ups with both of them on the screen, and we will use this quad today, and we are gonna do a very simple and flattering makeup, because that is the word that I want to use today, flattering. So of course any makeup that you like, it's flattering. I'm gonna do a pretty neutral look today, but if you want to do a full blue look, you do you. You know that I really like a very dramatic and colorful look, but lately I've been loving some neutral makeup as well, and for today I really want to do something a bit more simple, and I understand that a lot of people are in love with a bit more neutral makeup, so because of that I decided to do a video like this as well. Let's start by priming the face with the Essence Hello Good Stuff. This is so great, it's glowy and hydrating, so I really enjoy it. This is my second bottle of this one, and because I want this look to be a bridal inspired makeup as well, for a bride or for a guest, I will be using some longer lasting tips here and there, but as well I don't want to apply that many layers. I'm not gonna even use foundation today, because if you use a lot of makeup, that is a lot easier to crease. So just assess your skin. Right now I don't have a lot of pimples, my skin looks pretty good, so I'm not gonna add foundation, but if you have pimples or you want to cover something, you can of course use that, but try a thin layer. If something is peeking through, that is totally fine, and usually that looks a bit more natural. So after this is sinking in, I want to use the Bear With Me concealer from NYX. I will use this one under the eyes and a bit on my face, so technically I'm using this one as foundation, but I'm gonna put just a small amount overall. So I'm gonna put a bit on my finger in here and just apply it around the center of my face, and we will blend it out with the sponge. I really enjoy this concealer as foundation because it is glowy, lightweight, but after I'm setting it with powder, and I need to set everything with powder because I have an oilier T-zone, it looks really good for a really long time, and it looks pretty natural. Let's apply a bit of this Glowish lip balm. I had a bit previously, but let's add a bit more. This is, I've been using this for about 2 days or something. This is the most basic lip balm, so you really don't need to splurge on this one. It is a nice component and it looks nice, but you can get something similar to this for about, I don't know, $5 or something, so you really don't need to pay this price for this kind of product, because it is a normal lip balm that is fading in like 1 hour at most, so not my favorite product. Let's move into blush, because I want to have a 2-step routine for blush, because usually blush is fading out first, but I don't want to have 2 layers for bronzer as well, because I don't want to use multiple layers if it's not that necessary. So I'm gonna put something like this, a bit more because I really like this one. And then I'm gonna put a bit of the Hollywood Flawless Filter by Shellie Tilbury, just a bit on top in here. And we are gonna use a brush like this, a dense brush, like a foundation brush, and I'm gonna just blend these two together. And it looks very pigmented right now, but after you are blending it out and put some powder around and stuff like that, it will look very natural. Look at this glass cheek. I really like this combo. I'm gonna do the same on the other cheek. Next step for me is powder, and like I mentioned, I have an oilier T-zone, so I'm gonna put this one on my T-zone, and then we are gonna use a pressed powder for the rest of the face. But if you have dry skin, you can use just a bit of powder on your T-zone just to set the concealer and everything. I'm gonna use the LYS pressed powder, and I'm gonna apply a bit on the rest of the face. And look at this, I have a baby pen. Spoiler to the project pen, but it's okay. I really like this one. It's very thin, so if you have dry skin, you can use this one under the eyes and it will look really nice. And now let's use powders. I will start with the Fenty bronzer. I have the shade In the Sun. I'm gonna use a larger brush, but if I feel like this shade is too light for me, I will use a bit of a denser brush, because right now I have a bit of tan, so this one is just a bit too light for me, so that's the reason I'm applying it on the neck as well. For blush, I'm putting the second layer now. This is the Shellie blush from Benefit, and I'm just gonna put a bit of this on top. Again, it will look a bit bright, but it will just blend into everything else in a few minutes. And lastly, let's apply a bit of highlighter. For that, I'm gonna take, if I can find it, my favorite brush, which is the Nabla one, and the Project Pen highlighter. This is Soft and Gentle by MAC. Again, a very flattering shade for my skin tone, and I'm gonna put just a bit on the high points and a bit in here. And these are the cheeks done. I think they look incredible, and they are very glassy and glowy, but still set. So let's move into some brows. I'm gonna do just a very quick and easy brow, and I'm gonna use the Rare Beauty pencil. I've been loving this one a lot. And I forgot to mention, by the way, I filmed a makeup inventory, and the Glowish quad will not be in there. This video is going live before, and I think I filmed a speed review as well that is going live after this, because I filmed it a bit in advance. But for brows, just do whatever shape you really enjoy. Don't try something new, because you like what you like. Don't change the shape of your brows, because it will look very strange to you. I'm gonna blend the pencil, and then we can set it with my favorite brow gel, the Fluff and Hold by Too Faced. And that's it. I'm gonna do some eye primer. In my opinion, eye primer is necessary because otherwise your eyeshadow will probably crease a bit. So if you have any problems with that, just try an eyeshadow primer. You can buy something from the drugstore, but just use something. My favorite is the Sigma one though. It has some pigment as well, so if you have a lot of veins on your eyelids, it will cover them, as you can see. Let's start with the quad. I'm gonna start with this shade and blend it into my crease, and then put this one on the inner part in here, and then this one a bit to intensify the outer edge. Let's see how that looks. They seem pretty pigmented. I do have a bit of kick up in the pen, as you can hopefully see, but usually I kinda take that as a good sign because pigmented shadows usually have a bit of kick up, and I'm using an E25. This shade is pretty pigmented and easy to blend, but of course these are pretty neutral shades, so that is not that hard to do. I'm taking the same brush and this other shade that is a bit of a yellow shade, so I'm curious to see how this one looks, and I'm putting it right here. And it's a bit too dark to be an inner corner highlight, so I'm gonna put it just there, and we are gonna use the highlighter as inner corner. I'm gonna do the same shades on the lower lash. So we have the two shadows down. Let's apply this bright orange and see how this one is. I'm taking a reference number 13, and I'm gonna put this one in here. They're pretty nice, but you don't need all three of these on your eyes at the same time, because they are blending one in the other. So you can just put the orangey one all over your crease and put the shimmer. You can use just two shades, the shimmery one and one of the mattes. They are different, but not that different, so I would say that you don't need all three on your lids. I'm just intensifying the yellowy shade a bit more, and let's put the shimmer on the lid. It looks like this. I'm gonna spray it because I always spray my shimmers, and I'm gonna put it all over. The shimmer is not my favorite because I have a lot of fallout now because it was pretty stuck to my finger, so maybe use a brush. But let's put a bit of highlighter in the inner corner. Okay, so these are the eyes so far. What I'm gonna do is apply a bit of black close to the lash line and blend it out with a brush like this that is very, very tiny. This is the Sigma E06, and I'm gonna do just a baby wing. So this is the look without lashes. I decided to show you that as well. I put just mascara and, like I said, a bit of liner and this baby wing and a bit of orange in my waterline because I wanted something extra. Of course you can put black or even better brown. Brown will look just perfect, but this is the look without lashes, and I'm gonna put just a lash because I really like wearing lashes. And this is the look with lashes and my hair down, and I'm not wearing earrings. So let's do lips. This is the Vive in Bark, and this is the 90s shade of the of the lipstick. And usually with lip liner I'm overlining a bit, but not a lot on the lower lip. Mostly in here, in the middle, I just have like a straight line. I am putting a line between this part and this part, just to be a bit more plump. And then I am overlining a bit in here, and in these corners I'm not overlining at all. I'm just continuing straight to the edges of the lips. And let's put a bit of lipstick on top, just in the middle, and that's it. And this is the final look with the Huda Beauty quad and a pretty glowy and natural skin. I think it looks really, really flattering, really beautiful. And of course, if you don't want that much orange, you can just use the neutral shade in here, this one, and put the shimmer on top, and that's it. And of course brown on the lower lash, but I wanted just a bit of orange. And I really like this baby wing, it's so cute, and it's just elongating the lash line and creating more like a cat eye or something like that. Okay, so this was the video. Please let me know if you would change something, or if you learned something, or if you want to incorporate something in your looks. So yeah, if you like this video and you want to see more from me, please subscribe and give it a like, and I'll see you next time.